What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cool Colas here, and you are now tuning into a new video on my channel. For today's topic, we're going to be talking about why you should not just be celebrating Black people or talking about Black empowerment on Black History Month alone. So let's get into it. Today's message is going to be something that most of you are probably not going to want to hear, but you need to hear it. So get ready for a little bit of tough love. When it comes to Black History Month, this is a well-known time period in the United States where folks like to celebrate Black history and talk about all the accomplishments and things that Black people have done. And before I get into everything that I'm about to say, I want to make it clear that there's nothing wrong with actually celebrating Black History Month. There's nothing wrong with talking about the likes of Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Lewis Latimer or any other great Black activist, inventor, or individual who has done something great and constructive for the Black community. So I want to be clear when I say that. My criticism, however, is that there are far too many of you all who are showing that you have nothing but symbolic cowardice. In other words, the only thing you care about is the symbolism or the aesthetic of looking Black and empowered. You don't care about actually making a change, and you don't do this shit. And what I mean by that is you aren't about talking about Black history, Black empowerment, Black news, and everything related to Black people 365. That's me all day, baby. I talk about this thing 365. Most of you all do not. You wait till February. You wait till Martin Luther King Jr.'s day. You wait till around Malcolm X's birthday. You wait till Juneteenth to start talking about Black history. And that's not me. I talk about Black history literally every single week, if not every single day, if I'm being totally honest. And a lot of you all aren't on that. And that's because most of you all don't actually care about Black empowerment. Part of not caring about it is not understanding what it is that you're actually celebrating. Now, one could say that celebrating all Black people is something that is worth doing. It's something that you should do around this holiday, and I can understand that. But this is a holiday specifically where we should celebrate the accomplishments of foundational Black Americans, because there are a lot of foundational Black Americans who have done great things in this country. So that's where we should be spending the majority of our time when we're actually celebrating this holiday. Now, with that being said, we should be talking about the accomplishments of Black people all over again, 365. And I think by not, what you're showing is that you only care about the symbolism, the idea that the dominant society controls when you actually speak up about your own people. You should not have to allow white mommy and white daddy to tell you when you can talk about your people regularly and say, hey, this is my day, this is a day for me, or this, in this case for Black History Month, is a month for me. But that's what you all do. You all do it based off of what has been decided for you by society. You don't actually try to move the needle on your own. You don't stand out from the crowd. With me, I talk about it every day, and that's why I have this channel, to create a hub and a space where we can talk about Black empowerment and what is important. And I can tell some of you all don't celebrate foundational Black Americans specifically because you'll walk around with red, black, and green all the time and talk about almost like this Pan-African shift. But the same Negroes who will walk around with those Pan-African colors will call Black people hoteps for talking about Black empowerment all the other months of the year. It's just some bullshit. A lot of you all also believe that a lot of these companies and businesses that are not Black owned, etc., are behind Black people in what we are fighting for when it comes to empowerment, because they do something related to Black history, when this is obviously a campaign in most cases to either, one, get the business of Black people because it looks like they've created some type of Black aesthetic, or two, this is a way for these companies, etc., to not look like they are racist institutions that would not want the money, attention, or anything, etc., from Black people, or do not present the aesthetic that they are a company that supports Black causes. So let's be real. We're all living in this fake world while Black History Month is going on, where you have a bunch of Black people who are celebrating it and all they believe in is symbolic gestures and complacency, and they're lazy, versus these individuals who, and you also have these individuals who are projecting this holiday and giving it to black people to say, this is when you all can talk about your accomplishments and everything that you all have done and the way you all have built this nation, instead of it being a thing where this is something that we should be celebrating all the time. Because let's be real, White History Month, if we're saying Black History Month is 1 month, White History Month is basically 11 months. And I want to be clear. Like I said earlier, I do encourage people to celebrate Black History Month, because this is the prime time where you can explore and expand upon the different business endeavors that you have. So for example, let's say that you have a t-shirt business, or you have a brand and you want to sell t-shirts and you want to have Black History Month t-shirts or black t-shirts that have a certain aesthetic. This is the best time period to capitalize on that, because everybody is so obsessed with damn symbolic gestures that they'll buy these different things. They'll buy these different products. And if you have a business and you advertise it right and you do the things that you need to do, then you can capitalize on that. So this is a great opportunity for black people to capitalize on that piece of it. But it doesn't mean that this is the only time that you should actually celebrate Black history itself. If you are not regularly talking about reparations, if you're not talking about Black empowerment regularly, if you are not talking about how we can get tangibles for Black people regularly, if you are not talking about how we can get laws and policies passed that protect Black people regularly, if you're not honoring our foundational Black American ancestors or Black ancestors whatsoever regularly, then you are not about this shit. Let's just be real. And you only celebrating Black history in February shows how phony you really are. Let's just be honest. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. I just had this quick message today. If you all like this video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon so you get notifications for whenever I come out with new content on this channel. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.